Well, I'm out at the range tonight trying out my new to me fully rifled Remington 1100 barrel, and I've got some homebrewed slugs to try out. Here's what I'm shooting tonight. It's the 7/8 ounce Lee drive key slug with 22 grains of green dot, Federal 209A primer, a claybuster wad, and a Federal Top Gun hull. So when all that's put together, it looks remarkably like a trapper skeet shell, as you can see. That's why I write slug on the side of it so I don't get them confused. You get a little bit of a hint at the top there. You can kind of see the slug poking through. Anyway, these are kind of a mild shooting slug. I'm not exactly sure of the speed. I may set the chronograph up and see if I can figure that out, but I would guess somewhere around maybe 1,250 feet per second. So I'm going to try a few of those out tonight out of the rifle barrel and see how they do. So 50 yards, 3 shots out of the rifle barreled 1100, and this is the 7/8 ounce Lee slug with 22 grains of green dot. Okay, 3 more 7/8 ounce Lee slugs at 50 yards. 1, 2, it's about 3 inches center to center for those. That's a little bit more respectable. So here are 3 shots out of the rifle barreled 1100 over the chronograph with that Lee slug. So we got an average of 1,181 feet per second, so pretty mild for a slug load. And here are the 3 shots, 1194, 1207, and 1142. So they're a little slower than I thought, but not too far off the mark. And another 3-shot group at 50 yards. Time to move out to 100 to see what happens. Well, I'll be damned. My 100-yard group is about the same as my 50-yard group. 1, 2, 3. I'm pulling the patches off, but I was holding higher on this one. Instead of holding at the bottom of the target here, I was basically blanking it out and holding at the very top. So anyway, that's interesting. About the same size group at 50 and at 100. So I'd like to try that again, but I'm out of shells for tonight. Oh well, maybe next time. So here's a few hulls from those loads. Primers are quite rounded. And the wads. Anyway, most of the wads seem to be missing one pedal like that one. As you can see the rifling on the side of the pedals there. I got I thought I had one here that all the pedals survived on. So the rifling does seem to be gripping them, giving them a bit of a spin. And it's interesting, you can see the inside where the base of the wad gets pushed up. Shows a little better on this, into the drive key portion of the slug. And that's supposed to lock the slug into the wad so that the slug gets rotated by the wad rather than just spinning around inside of the wad. There's one that really opened up a pile. Anyway, I always like to go prospecting for the wads when I shoot slugs. Usually tells you one or two things about the load.